One winter evening, I was visiting with her and Blaine at their apartment. Kara had gone to bed, leaving Blaine and I in the garage, speaking as men do, over a few beers. Blaine turned to me and said, "I'm going to ask Kara to marry me." It was at that moment I knew he was a serious man. He continued, "But I'm going to ask Keith before I do." And it was at that moment I knew that he was a respectful man. A year or so later, Blaine did in fact meet with our dad to ask him for Kara's hand in marriage. And it was at that moment I knew he was a trustworthy man. But there's something else he said to me on that cold winter evening, and this part he may not remember. He turned to me and said, "Kara's really proud of her Scottish heritage, isn't she?" Well, then maybe I should take her last name. And it was in that moment that I knew he was the right man. Marriage is not only about the big things, but also about the little things. It's never being too busy to ask, "How was your day?" or to lend a supportive ear. It's never being too old to hold hands. Blaine, will you take Kara to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, and trust her in sickness and in health, being true and loyal to her, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Kara, will you take Blaine to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, and trust him in sickness and in health, being true and loyal to him, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Blaine and Kara, you have come here today of your own free will, in the presence of family and loved ones. You have declared your love and commitment to each other. You have given and received rings as a symbol of your promises. By the power vested in me by God and the state of Tennessee, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Blaine, you may kiss the bride.
Continue to date, I slowly started to become fonder of this man who had captured my best friend's heart. One of my favorite things about Blaine as I continued to get to know him was how Blaine would be both intentional and understanding. Over the years, I saw their love grow and strengthen. I saw them encourage and support one another, constantly challenge each other, and truly stand by one another through some really hard and difficult days. Even though I knew they loved each other, it wasn't until Kara moved to Tennessee and Blaine stayed in Michigan that I could see how pure and true Blaine's love for Kara was. Blaine made every effort and sacrifice to see Kara as much as possible, even if that meant driving to Tennessee straight from work after a 40-plus hour work week. And it was in that moment that I knew that I no longer needed to be the protective sister.
It just makes me think, we're all looking for that person that we could be our happiest selves with. And I think that's what Kara and Blaine found with each other.
I'd like to raise our glass and toast to Kara and Blaine to a long, healthy, wealthy life together. And wealth isn't monetary. It's about the people that are in this room to support you and the people that couldn't be here today. Cheers.